Now the very last topic of this lesson. What we can do to save this environment. See, throughout all this session we have discussed that how this environment is crucially important for us for our survival. So as far as nature concerned, the environment concerned, we also have to do something to survive all these natural resources or to save all these natural resources. We don't have to do something else, or we need not to take much more efforts, but we can do something which has been contributed in 3 R's. What are 3 R's? There are 5 R's also, but right now we will focus only on 3 R's. What are? First, reduce. Second, reuse, and last, recycle. Reduce. What to reduce? Reduce the excessive use or excessive consumption of natural resources. Now I'm not talking about only coal and petroleum, I'm talking altogether about the whole. I'm talking about the wildlife, I'm talking about the flora and fauna, I'm talking about the forest, I'm talking about the water reservoir, water resources, soil, everything which you are using from the environment, everything. Reduce the use of the things which are unnecessary for you. For example, water. Instead of having a bath under a shower for lots of time, take a bucket of water and save it. Instead of washing the utensils under running tap water in the basin, make it stop or off it whenever it is not necessary. While brushing, off the tap. Right? These are few very easy. आप सोचोगे कि मैम इतनी छोटी चीजें बता रहा है, but you observe yourself that you are doing the same things. आप वही करते हो जहाँ से पता ही नहीं चलता लेकिन वेस्टेज होता है. Okay? Then reduce the use of the fuel. For example, when you are at signal, then off the switch of engine. That 2 minutes every day at every signal, that 2 minutes when you are saving your fuel, you will really come to know that how much it contributes on large scale. Then reduce the use of the plastic. It's a very dangerous and biggest pollutant of the environment, of the soil, water and air as well, because when we burn it, it produces the poisonous gases. So reduce its use. As far as concerned, use paper bag, cloth bag, or when you are using any carrier, any tray, you can use that again and again, but reduce its use. Clear? Second, come back to reuse. See, many things we are using again and again. For example, any box is there. बॉक्स सपोज आपने कुछ स्वीट्स वगैरह लाए होंगे, उसका जो कंटेनर है वो अच्छे से पैक हुआ था, ड्यूरेबल था, तो हम वो स्वीट खत्म होने के बाद उसको वॉश आउट करके क्लीन करके कुछ चीजें रखने के लिए यूज करते हैं. लाइक दैट ओनली एज फार एज पॉसिबल. मतलब आपका व्यू टुवर्ड्स एवरीथिंग, यू मेक दैट कैन आई यूज इट अगेन, कैन आई रीयूज इट फॉर एनी अदर पर्पज. The bottles, glass bottles or plastic jars of the jam, jelly, squashes, juices when we are bringing, you can use it to store the dry material like dry fruits, yes, spices, something like that. Because dry material does not get react with the plastic. Actually, plastic does not react very easily. But if you feels like that, then you can use those containers to store the dry material. Clear? Then papers, reuse में. When we are taking any notebook, अभी आप ही देखो, आपके पिछले साल की नोटबुक के पूरे पेजेस खत्म हो गए हैं क्या? नहीं, कुछ पेजेस बचे होंगे ना लास्ट के. So instead of giving whole that notebook or all those books to कबाड़ी वाला, it's better you take out the blank pages and you make it for rough work of maths or something else. आप प्रैक्टिस के लिए, रफ वर्क के लिए वो पेजेस यूज कर सकते हो. Again, you can use those used papers, books, glass pieces, metals, plastics as well, you can give to kabadi wala so that he can give to particular factories which is molding it, remolding it and can produce another product from that. ठीक है? And the last one is recycle. जो अभी मैंने बताया partially it comes into recycle as well, जो reuse में बताया मैंने आपको, कि जो भी चीजें हमारे पास है जो वेस्ट हो रही है, सो यू कैन कलेक्ट एंड यू person, any factory on small scale so that they can process it. They can carry out many chemical process on it and they can manufacture something else from it. Clear? उसमें ग्लास आ सकते हैं, उसमें मेटल के पीसेस आ सकते हैं, उसमें प्लास्टिक आ सकता है, उसमें पेपर आ सकता है, इवन उसमें क्लॉथ भी आ सकते हैं. द क्लोथ्स विच वी आर नॉट यूजिंग सो फार दैट वी कैन गिव टू एनी पर्सन. जो आते हैं कभी कभी गली में वो ठेले लगाते हैं जिसके वो मैट वगैरह, डोर मैट या फिर छोटी सी रजाई वगैरह बना के देते हैं, तो you give them, so it should be recycled. Clear? And as far as water concerned, whenever you means as being an industrialist, as being a factory owner, as being a person who leads with all these things, must recycle, must process the water so that its harmful impurities, its concentration, its pH should be normal. Then only it should be released into the place wherever they are discharging it. Make sure it should not be discharged into the water resources like lake, river, small pond. Why? Because people are using that water for their daily need as far as agriculture concerned, drinking water, as a potable water or cooking purpose. So we should not release these polluted water or waste water or sewage water into such resources so that all these natural resources can be saved and get sustained for upcoming generations. Okay, with this point we have completed this chapter number 6. Chapter number 6 I am saying as far as your reference book concerned index, उसमें ये 6 number का last number का chapter है. ठीक है? Now whatever points are remain that you have to write down in your notebook, and in upcoming 1 or 2 days I'll give you the instruction of the test. Clear? Okay. Now we will start with the next topic and that I'll let you know in next session. Till then, keep on studying.